Hello, hello, hello. Marietta here with another video. Y'all, guess what? The old girl was tired, so I had to contract my yard work out to a contractor that came in. And he did a wonderful job, y'all, considering that the yard, because I was at the hospital so much with my son, the yard was a mess. It was truly a mess. I mean, everything had just been overgrown to the point where all the way in the back here, was so filled with grass all up and down the back here, to the point where I was so embarrassed. I was even too embarrassed to even walk the yard, to even let nobody see how high the grass was, because remember now, my son was at the hospital for 3 weeks. And down here in the South, the grass does not play with you. It does not play. It's going to grow whether you're here or whether you're not here. But he came in and he did such a wonderful job for me. And I just love it. I just love it. I got to get somebody to take my trailer out and empty it. I got to call the guy to come do that. But the guy that came that did my yard, he did a wonderful cut on my yard. Let me show y'all exactly how nice it looks now. He really did a wonderful job, y'all. He sprayed all around the fence line, cut all up and down around my poles. Right here where he cut this bush down, he trimmed this bush up so nice. And see, we weren't worried about all this bush down here, because it'll all die off and it'll die away. So we weren't worried about that. But see how beautiful my tree is now right there. You can see the evergreen, how beautiful it is. How nice the yard looks. You know, there's sometimes you just can't do it all. And you got to be okay not being able to do it all. And I'm not going to sit up here and tell y'all I was able to do it all, because I was not. This was the first time I was able to contract the yard out. And I think I'm going to have to continue to contract it out so that I can be freed up to do what I need to do for my son. I told him to make sure he left all my wood here, because I'm going to do all this wood. He would have cleaned all that out too if I wanted him to. But no, that wood is going to be for a bonfire this winter. I want to have a bonfire in the yard. Throw it in my pit to break it all up. But he did a wonderful job of cleaning up the yard. I had him spray down the fence line just to spray it. I want to get me a power washer, y'all. I need a power washer, or I'm going to have to call somebody in to come and do that as well, because see, my building is getting real dirty on this side over here. And I need to have the power. It's been 2 years since I power washed the house. So I'm ready to, hold on. I'm ready to have the house power washed again, because it's about time. It's really about time for me to have the house cleaned up again. But let me go this way, because I want to show y'all exactly how he cut down my bushes in front of my building. The yellow bushes, the sunshine, the gustrums, I had him cut them down as well, so that they can start all over again. I wanted them cut down halfway, all the way down, because they grow so fast. But they look much better now because they are shorter. Let me show you. Look how beautiful they look now. Can you tell they have a haircut? Because them was some big bushes. They had gotten so big in this space till they were totally overgrown. So I told him cut them down. He cut a whole lot. I told him cut them down halfway. So that's what we did. We cut them down halfway. That way it'll be a while before they grow up again. But as I look across the yard now, everything looks much better. I mean, there's always room for improvement, but it looks a whole lot better than it did. Way much better. I love the way he cut this yard up. All the way down here. Even cut these up over here. And it takes the weight off of me, y'all, because I do have a lot to take care of with my son, and with trying to take care of me and trying to take care of the house. And it had gotten to be overwhelming. And so we come down here. Plus I need to get out here and either finish my fence, painting the fence, or get somebody else to finish painting the fence. So there's just so much work around here that needs to be done, you know. And I haven't walked y'all around the yard in a minute. Clean this area up too as well. This V area over here, you know, this is the area for the trash can. So then coming through the gate. We're looking good right now, y'all. Then when I turn around and look back, I like the way what I see back there. How nicely cut it is, how well it looks. And then when we come to the front up here, over here. He cut these bushes too, if you can tell. I had him cut this bush down. This bush had gone so crazy. So I had him just cut it down, cut it completely down, and let it start all over again. I had him cut this one too, trim it all the way around, cut it back from the sidewalk because it was about ready to go all over the sidewalk. So I had him cut that. And then this tree over here in front of my deck, it had got way too big. So I had him cut it back as well. Cut it back. Cut it all the way back. Because they were getting too big. And then he took and cut the front yard all the way up to the ditch. Let's walk all the way up to the mailbox and check the mail. So don't be afraid that if you can't get it all done, heck, you ain't but one person. I ain't no superwoman, even though I try to be. I did good. This is the first time I had to really contract the yard out in the whole 4 years I've been here. So it was my time to contract it out and start resting myself a little more, y'all. I need to rest myself a little more. I need to really get to a place where I begin to rest myself. Yeah, I gotta check the mail now. Where I gotta actually rest myself. So, after I had it, let me let y'all see exactly how beautiful the yard looks. He did a wonderful job across the yard. So I thought I would bring y'all along and let y'all see, because I have not showed y'all the yard in a minute. So now that you've got a chance to see it, I thought maybe it would be something that you'd want to see, because it's been a while. It's been a while. I have not taken y'all along and let y'all see exactly how the yard has come along and the things that have been placed in the yard. All right, let me let y'all see. Hold on. Okay, you see now? See how beautiful it is? Even. So as you can see, the yard looks really nice. So that takes some of the weight off of me, because I have a lot to do inside the house with my son and everything. So I think I'm going to enjoy letting somebody else do a little something for me, you know? You know, I'm one of them kind of people that's used to doing everything for herself. But sometimes you got to be okay letting somebody help you with some things. And this was just one of them things that I just felt comfortable to say, okay, enough is enough. Let me get somebody in here to be able to help me with this yard, because it can be a lot. And from this angle, let me let you see. From this angle looking back, and somebody asked me how big the lot was. The lot is an acre lot. This is an acre lot, but I'm getting ready to call now. I need to call in somebody to power wash the house. That's what I'm getting ready to do next. And let me show you reasons why. It's been 2 years since I had the house power washed. But as you can see, all the dirt, all the green moss has gotten all up inside the house. Yeah, so I got to get somebody out here to do the power washing, to get all this dirt. See it? All this dirt from this side of the house. This is the dirtiest side of the house, because this is the way the wind blows the most, I guess. So this side then took a real beating over the winter. So I'm getting ready to get them in here and let them power wash this place and get it back in condition. So yeah, that's how I trip around the yard, because you know, when you're a homeowner, you have a lot of things that you have to take care of. And you have to, actually, you have to take your time and do little bits at a time. And for me not to get overwhelmed, I have to do a little bit at a time. And then as I get it done and I be able to come out here and begin to look at the accomplishments that I made, it really feels good. Let me show y'all the tree that I planted, and look how good it looks as the summers get ready to go out. This tree right here. I planted this tree, and it's doing well. This is a beautiful, 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 beautiful tree. Looks good. But it does feel good when I look at the yard now and I don't see all them weeds all around everything and grass all up on everything. And yeah. And if you want to know how much he charged me to do this yard, it was a pretty penny to cut an acre lot. It was really a pretty penny. So I'm not going to go all into that because, like I said, every dime was worth it. Every dime, his time, the labor that that man put in, the work that he put in, the time that he was here. I mean, I'm just grateful to have somebody to be able to come and do it so I didn't have to do it. But when you look at the yard now and you look at how beautiful it looks after it's all cleaned up. But I have a lot of yard for a garden, y'all. I have a lot of space for a garden. And I'm going to show you exactly where I would love to put one, even though I physically can't do the labor myself. I got some flower pots and things that I'm going to plant in. But I have a lot of land for a garden all back here. See what I'm saying? It's a lot of spot over there for a garden. Right over there, over in that corner over there. Will be a nice space for a garden. And I can put some barrels back here and put some water in them. Even like right here in this area right here. This whole area right here can be dug up and turned into a garden. But that's too much work for me. That's too much work for me. I'm going to have to put me a cucumber in a pot. Because I ain't got nobody to feed but me. So I'm going to have to put me a cucumber in the pot. And if somebody else wanted to come dig it up, till it up, and make a spot so we can eat, and be willing to share the crops, come and let's get it done. But, you know, people want to eat, but they want to eat, but they don't want to pitch in. That's another thing. You got to be careful with people, because people want to eat, but they don't want to pitch in. They will come and eat off the fruits of your labor, but they ain't going to put no labor in it. Let me take a rest here on the step. Y'all might hear the air compressor running from the air conditioner for a minute. Yeah, people going to want to eat. They're going to want to come and eat for real. Even if I was to give them that one piece of land back there to plant, cultivate, they ain't going to want to come do the work. That's the sad part. You can't get people to do nothing. Even if you give them something nowadays, they want you to plant it, dig it up, cook it, give it to them. Even if I took, hold on a minute. So, I don't know what people, see that area right there, that very area right there where that table is. That'd be a beautiful place, even there, to put a garden. It would be. It would be. I can see some rows of corn running right there, and some, if not no corn, some cucumbers, some tomatoes, some peppers, some squash, all in that nice fresh soil right there. But it would take a lot of work that I'm not physically able to do. So if I offer you a spot to dig and I offered you a spot to make a garden, would you be willing to come and do the labor? That's the question. Type it in the comments. Type it in the comments. How many of y'all got gardens started? How many of y'all would be willing to help somebody start a garden and to be able to till a garden? How many of y'all out there would be able to work and make a garden? If somebody was willing to help you, give you a piece of ground to do it with. Yeah, you know, it's easier said than done. Some people say yeah, and some people wouldn't even think about it. But I wanted to make sure that I got a chance to let y'all see the yard, contracted out, all done up. The yard been cut, looking good. And it really feels good to be able to sit outside and enjoy the space. Enjoy the space. And I didn't have to do it. I did not have to do it. So walking the yard was a pleasure. Somebody asked, they haven't seen the yard in a while. So I allow y'all to come with me along so y'all can see the yard after it got cleaned up. Because today when he was cutting the yard, I didn't want to bother him, and I didn't want to be out here because I had a lot of things to do inside of the house and I had phone calls to make. So I allowed him to operate that by himself. But the way he did them hedges over. So if you're a person like me and you enjoy the country, type it in the comments. Tell me what you feel about country living. Tell me what you love most about country living. Yes. Yes. This will give me time too. If I hire somebody to take care of this big yard, I can get in here and clean my pole barn back up and get it washed up and get somebody around here to power wash some stuff and get it cleaned up. I really too want to get my driveway power washed at some point. That's why I say I might have to buy a power washer myself, but I don't know. Are the power washers you buy at Lowe's and Home Depot, are they powerful enough to do these jobs, or do you need that industrial person to come and you need that industrial power washer? Type it in the comments if you know anything about that. But the sun is trying to come out now, y'all, and I went and got the mail. And the sun now is trying to come out and it's trying to blind me, so I got to turn around this way so the sun don't blind me. But I'm going to end this video right here. I hope y'all enjoyed the tour of the yard, because it really does look good. I really thank God for the gentleman, and I want to give him a shout out for a job well done. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel. We're almost at 10K. Yes, let's go. Let's go. We almost got 10K subscribers. And I love y'all, and thank y'all so much for supporting the channel. And if you haven't turned your notification bells on, please turn your notification bell on at this time so you'll be notified when I drop my next video. Be blessed.